What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of What the Elle. I'm your host, Elle Kramer, and today I am back at the studio, and it is Thursday night. It is 8:39 p.m., and we just got back from a photo shoot. I took a shoot of a really cute couple, their engagement pictures. It was very vintage-esque, very Pinterest board-esque. It was super cute. Yeah, so if you ever need a photographer, I'm your girl, hit me up. I kind of like stopped promoting my photography because I don't know, I kind of just like I don't want to say I fell out of love with it, but I don't know. It just started to feel like I've always been the photographer and I kind of got a camera so I could learn how to take pictures of myself, but it was just like I never got to the point of being able to take good pictures of myself. Like nobody can take the pictures of myself that nobody can take the pictures as good as I can take them of myself that I take. That probably didn't make sense, but whatever. Also, I have been nonstop binge watching Love Island, and it literally has its like it is rotting my brain. Actually, not at all. It is literally the best season of Love Island I've ever seen, and like I know that people like to talk trash on Love Island, but no, this season is actually very action packed. It is very sisterhood friendly. It is very girl coded, and it's also very um it also Casa Amor, that oh my gosh. So Casa Amor is basically like there's these couples in Love Island, okay? And then the couples like break up or they are tested, they're put in a test to go with like okay, so once these couples are together, then they like wake them up one morning, they're like, okay, now you're about to go meet a bunch of hot new bombshells, a bunch of hot new singles, and you're gonna go talk to these singles and see if you stay with your couple originally. Spoiler warning, there's like scenes where like the boys were not as loyal as the girls thought. Like, of course, I mean, we're gonna boys will be boys. That's why it's called Love Island. You're not gonna always find love. There's some playboys in there. There's some boys who went for the clout, but I mean, you can talk your talk, and that's my 2 cents on Love Island this season. But um yeah, there was a scene when the girl was just like so distraught because she was sent this message of like of the receipts of what this guy did and what he's done. I'm not going to get into the details because you can watch it for yourself. Episode 20. It's really good. You'll see. And so I just remember feeling like I watched that and I felt so bad, and the pit in her like I felt that pit in my stomach, and that's what Casa Moore is like. It literally is like that pit in your stomach, and that it's like whenever you get that "Hey girly" text. I think I should eat another bite of my crumble. Not sponsored, but should be. I am wearing pink. Love Island, there this season was action packed and filled with a lot of girls. And let me tell you, if you don't know what a girl's girl is a girl who is one of the girls in the bathroom who's going to give you her lip gloss whenever yours fell in the toilet or in the porta potty or wherever you're at. And she's like, "Oh my god, girl, no. Don't even worry. I know like she'll be drinking and stumbling, holding her drink. She'll be drinking her drink and be like, "Girl, you can use mine." She's like, "I got that nice summer eve, that summer no, summer Fridays. Oh my gosh. I love summer Fridays. Not me just calling it summer eve. Isn't that like the drunk girls? Like it's giving drunk girls in the bathroom who want to support you, like who want to see you do good. But like also some of the girls on the season weren't girls, and I feel like it's very important in your life to be a girl's girl. And what does that mean to be a girl's girl? Let me tell you, being a girl's girl is basically don't be don't be a snake. Don't be two-faced, and don't talk to other people's boyfriends. Like that's literally bottom line. That's all you have to do. Yeah, whenever you find friendships that aren't that where people don't tear you down, like your pictures are not going to come out good unless the person taking the picture isn't jealous of you. Because they're just going to try to make your pictures look bad. Well, what about if you're out with a couple, don't talk to the boyfriends? No, I'm not saying that. If you're out with a couple, you should still talk to the boyfriends. Like I was literally out with a couple today. I took their engagement pictures. Yeah, like remember that time that you did that thing where you sharded yourself in Barnes and Noble and you got like shit all over your white pants? Like yeah, like remember that time? Like bringing that in front of like your current boyfriend, like that's what a non-girl's girl does. Like she's going to bring up the times that you literally got Shark Week in the middle of PE in 4th grade whenever you were doing a gymnastics trick. Fun fact, that actually did happen to me. Yeah, trauma coded. Yeah, girl. Hashtag early developer. Hashtag that's psychological. Shark Week. Yeah. No, I learned that whenever you get your period. Okay, so this is educational and everyone needs to know. Oh shit. Okay, so I have been contemplating my life a lot recently, and turns out from one of my nurse friends that I met at the gym, you actually do have a midlife crisis on your period. So, let me elaborate. This is normal and you're not insane. Yeah, if you have an existential crisis on your period, like you're like, what am I doing with my life? What am I doing with my life? Like literally that's normal and your feelings are valid, because that happens to me every single month. And I know it's also because I am in my 20s and I don't know what I'm doing with my life, and like don't ask me about college, like after what's going on after college, because I don't have an answer for you. Please stop asking me, aunts and uncles and relatives and people that I don't know who somehow know my name but I've never met before. Just those people, please stop asking me what I want to do, because I don't know. I don't know what I'm eating tomorrow. Just like let me live. Like is my mic even on? Hope so. But I don't know. It's just a scary thing to ask. Like what are you doing with your life? I don't know. What are you doing with your life? Uh shouldn't you be talking to your wife right now instead of talking to me? Huh? Looks like you're getting a little too close to me, Uncle George. Why don't you back up? Go back on to Alabama. You see? Yeah. There's no Uncle George. I was just making up a fictional character. Yeah. But it is really creepy whenever you have an existential. No, not creepy. It's really normal, and it should be normalized whenever you have an existential crisis on your period, because I had one and it lasted about 3 days. And sometimes, whenever I'm on my period, I get like really depressed and anxious and sad, and I overthink my entire life. And for some reason, I think I tell people my problems and like talk about the things that are going on around me. And I think I'm really vocal, but it turns out I'm actually not that good of a communicator sometimes. Like, turns out I might be the problem sometimes, because I don't vocalize the things that need to be talked about. And I just like keep it all in and hold it all inside. But I mean, at least I'm self aware and I'm admitting this to myself. Yeah. So I was listening to Alex Earl's podcast today, and it was called something about long distance. And I was like, ooh, long distance. I'm in a long distance relationship. Perfect. Let's listen. And it was talking about something about like communication, and her sister Ashlyn, her sister was like, I think I communicate what I'm feeling, but I actually don't. Like people ask me what's wrong, and tell me like people ask me what's going on, but like I think that I'm telling them, but I respond in my head, but I don't actually say it out loud. And I think that's my problem within my relationship. Like I say my problem in my head and I solve it within my head, but I forget to tell my partner about it. And that's upsetting, because he likes to know like what's going on, especially since we're like in a long distance relationship. You want to know what's going on within your partner's life. And can we talk about the fact that long distance is actually really hard, and it's not for the weak. Not for the weak, because on our 4-month anniversary, I just wanted a hug from my boyfriend. That's all I wanted. But he's like literally a freaking drive to New Orleans. Like that's not something that I can just get up and go do. Actually, it's farther than New Orleans. Actually, you wouldn't even know where a drive to New Orleans is. I just realized that, because it's about a 3 hour and 30 minutes, give or take, depending on traffic and depending on the time of day and time of night. We've done all types of times, but my family is very like, they're like, wow, they just like do distance like it's nobody's business. Like, the amount of times I've seen him is crazy. And like, nobody talks about the highs and lows that you experience during distance, because whenever I'm not, so I've never like vocalized this because I don't know. It's not that I'm like, it just feels weird to talk about on camera because like I'm kind of private within my relationship, just because like I feel like talking about it is like gonna jeopardize it. So I try to not talk about it. But I mean, this is a big part of my life, so I can't keep that from you guys forever. So I'm gonna let you guys know a little bit. I'm gonna let you in on a little bit, and just so you can understand the way my mind works. But I overthink a lot, and the only reason I'm so like okay with dating, being in a long distance relationship, is because he makes me feel secure. And if he didn't make me feel secure, and like if it didn't feel easy, like it wouldn't work. But he's so good at been since I've been in a relationship. Like, it I was in a like 1 month relationship, if you wouldn't even call it that, but like that was so bad. That was fake news, and it just didn't feel real. And then, I was in some high school ones, but like, do we really count those? I mean, I guess. So I mean, if we're really getting technical, I've had like what, 3 boyfriends? 4? I don't know. But oh shit. Another thing that I'm ready for is for, unpopular opinion, summer to be over, because my routine is non-existent. I feel out of sorts. I feel out of whack. I feel like this summer, like a lot of people have been saying, this has been their summer, their hot girl, this is their debut. This is that summer for them. They're doing the most summery girl things, or like even like, I don't know. They're just doing summer things. And for me, my summer things that I've been doing is like cleaning out my room, watching Love Island, going to the gym, and going for a walk with my dog. Like, nothing crazy. Going thrift shopping maybe once or twice a week, maybe 3 times. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that. Maybe it's Maybelline. Who knows? I don't know. But the thing is, like, we're not judging. We're not judging because you never, retail therapy never hurt anybody. And I'm gonna stop talking about my retail therapy habits because my mom's gonna get mad at me. But yeah, and don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Hot girl summer doesn't have to be just like, it doesn't have to be boring. Like, just because you're having like a healing girl moment doesn't mean your summer is necessarily boring. Like, I'm not trying to hate on my healing journey. Healing is hot. Healing is in. You're thriving whenever you're healing. It's good to do. Like, thought I thought that me healing would be me taking off my nails and, starting fresh and letting my natural hair grow, and not getting lash extensions anymore. So I'm not getting lash extensions anymore. I got my hair redone, and I got my nails done today, actually, for like the first time in 6 weeks, because I've been on like a cleanse. Maybe not even 6 weeks. I don't even want to give myself that much credit. It's probably been like 3 weeks. But I was like, I'm gonna be so good. I'm gonna do my Amazon nails, like, and then my light broke. I literally spent 2 hours filing my nails down, made them into like nubs, and my nails like have issues. And the nail lady was like, "Oh, what do you do? Why are your nails so? Why are they so bad?" And I was like, I wash a lot of dishes at my job. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. They're just really bad. And I also spent way too much time picking at them. Like that little gripper thing that they use whenever you're at the nail salon to pick the dead skin off. Yeah, I kind of just went AWOL with that, and like what did way too much on my nails. And so now they're kind of just a lost cause. But I mean, they're cute and I like the color. So That's good. Yeah. But healing girl summer can definitely still be holistic healing girl summer, because you don't have to be doing like going to Europe, going to Switzerland, going to the Appalachian Mountains and doing the most to be having a good summer. You can be having a simple summer, spending your time reading your books, writing in your journal, meditating, going on walks, hanging out with your friends, having a little wine night, having a little Love Island fun watch nights. Like, it doesn't have to be crazy. And yes, it is a little boring, but also we're saving money. We're doing good for ourselves. We're graduating college. We're growing up. It's uncomfortable. It's weird, but it's okay. Everything will be okay. And I think that is the thing that I needed to hear from myself, that healing isn't healing is still hot. And just because you're doing things that are good for yourself that may seem quote unquote boring, you're still doing good for yourself. And so give yourself credit, be nicer to yourself. We're so hard on ourselves. I'm so mean to myself. Literally every single time I go to the gym, I'm like, I'm getting better because, like, I'm starting to look better, but also I need to be nicer to myself. Even on the days like that, I feel like I go and I'm like, oh my gosh, I literally feel like a walrus right now. Nobody look at me. Like, don't. But I mean, some days it really just depends. Some days I'm like, oh my gosh, like, where's my waist? You can't see it. It's not there. Like, you just can't find it. My waist is so snatched. And other days I'm like, oh my gosh, I look like Humpty Dumpty, like I fell off the wall. And yeah. But I think with that, basically, my message for this episode is you can still have a healing girl summer. You can still be hot and you can still heal while having a hot girl summer. You don't have to be so hard on yourself. And I think that was something that I would do for a long time. I felt like I have to be in at the beach every single day, but that's not the reality of life. Like, people are working, people are doing their normal things, and just because you see your friend going on a fun trip doesn't mean that you spending your time at home and just chilling, having a relaxing summer isn't just as good. And stop comparing your story to others. That's the message for the day. Stop comparing yourself to others. Don't do it. It's lame and makes you insane. Mic drop. That rhymed. Call me EK, Lil EK, EK Long. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I'm getting tired. I have to go. I woke up this morning at 4 a.m. to go make coffee for people. My shifts are at 4:45 in the morning. And don't ask me why I decided to pick up that shift. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you. Oh, I think it's because I want that shmoney. But also, I really do love making coffee. Coffee is actually so relaxing and like fun to make. Like, once you actually get good at it and you just start like freaking swinging drinks and like pouring 2% and then oat milk and then shots and then freeze pitchers and everything. It's just like kind of intense and it's really fun and I enjoy it. I enjoy latte art. I enjoy it all. And I actually really want coffee all the time now, which is not good for me. But I really want to go watch some more Love Island. I'm on episode 20 and there's like 13 more episodes for me to go. And I feel like it's time for me to get back into routine. And I think part of my routine is going to be watching Love Island every night, because Love Island season 6 is where it's at. So I think everyone make sure to listen to my podcast. Thank you for listening. Thank you for stopping by. Follow my YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe. New episodes every Friday. New episodes every Friday. And My Instagram is at Eleanor Rose Kramer, and my TikTok, follow me on TikTok, same thing. Elle is at the gym is also my Instagram, and What the Elle podcast, of course. Yeah, so I have a recent gym account, so you can follow that as well. But yeah, I hope you guys have the best day ever. Happy Friday. Happy Summer Friday. I know I'm recording this on a Thursday, but Summer Fridays are the best. And just because you're spending your Summer Friday at home making a matcha instead of going to Starbucks and buying it there, go make a matcha at home and don't make a matcha at and don't go buy one because those are like $8 and they're not good. They taste like grass. Make it at home where you can make it sound good and taste good. Therefore, everything is good, and just because you're at home doesn't mean your life is boring. You're not boring. Everyone else is just doing too much. You're not boring. Everyone else is just doing too much. Okay? You're doing just enough. You're doing just enough. Okay. Love you. Bye.